Hello, and welcome to the Java programming tutorial.
Nah, I'm just playing. Hello and welcome to the first video in this video tutorial series on the Java programming language. In this episode, we're going to get you started on some things you need to download right off the bat, as well as dive into variables and how to print messages to the terminal. The first thing you'll need is Java Platform Standard Edition. You can get this by Googling Java SE, going to Oracle's website here, and clicking on the JDK download button. Once you're here, scroll down and download the installer for your platform. If you're on Mac, use the Mac OS installer, and on Windows, use the Windows installer. The second thing you're going to need is Eclipse. Eclipse is an integrated development environment which allows you to write and compile code. You can Google Eclipse IDE, click on the download button. It should automatically detect what platform you're on, Windows or Mac. Click the download button and make sure that you run both downloaded files and install the programs on your computer. Welcome to the Eclipse IDE. When you first boot up, you'll be greeted with this screen. Let's click on Create a New Java Project right here and enter a project name. Now you can name this whatever you want. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to name this Video Tutorial. When you're done, click Finish. If it prompts you to create a module, click Don't Create, and we'll be into this screen here. Now, click on the video tutorial and click this New button up here, and click on Class. Now, let's name this Tutorial 1. Leave all the modifiers the same, and down at which method stubs, click Public Static Void Main, and then click Finish. Alright, now you are going to have a new class right here, Tutorial 1. The first thing you can do, once you're into this screen here, you can delete this comment. 2 forward slashes is a comment, which means that it does not run when the program is executed. So you can type in anything you want. I can type in hello, and that won't bother with the code at all. Alright, let's begin learning about some variables. Now, there are different types of data types that you can use. There is byte, short, int, long, float, and double. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to be using int, which is an integer, and it can hold any range of values from -2 billion to +2 billion. Now, I'm going to declare an integer, and I'm going to name it number A. So I've declared number A, as an integer, and I'm going to set that equal to 12. And then I'm going to finish that line with a semicolon, letting the computer know that I'm done with that statement. Now I'm just going to click return, and I'm going to create a new variable. I'm going to call it number B, and set that equal to 4. Now, an awesome thing you can do is you can do some really easy math. So let's create another integer, and let's just call this number C. And instead of having this equal a number, we're going to set this to number A times, which is the star, number B. And then end that with a semicolon. Now, an awesome thing that you can do is you can print to the console. So let's type in system.out.println, which is print line, open a parentheses, and let's type in number C. Now close parentheses and add a semicolon. Now, if you were to put quotation marks on both sides of number C and ran this program by clicking this run program up here, you would see that down in the console, it would say number C. But we don't want it to print number C. We would like it to calculate 12 times 4. So if we just put number C, it will print out this integer value here, which is equal to number A times number B, 4 times 12. We'll click the run button here, and we can see the output down here in the console. Now, another thing we can do is we can print out hello world. So let's do a quotation mark, hello world, end quotation. This is one of the most simple programs you can run. And we can click run, and we can see it says hello world. Now, what we can do is we can add number C without quotation marks, click run, and we'll say hello world 48. If you'd like that space in the middle, you can just add a space after the D, click run again, and you'll see there's a space. Great. Now let's move on to something a little bit more complicated. The next project we're going to do is we're going to create a miles to kilometers conversion calculator. So let's go and erase what we've done up here so we have a blank slate. Now the first thing we're going to do with this blank slate is we're going to type on line 1 import java.util.scanner and end that with a semicolon. Now we're going to go down here and we're going to add the scanner in. Now a scanner allows the user to input a number through the console and have that run in our program. So let's make a new scanner. I'm going to say scanner input equals new scanner parentheses system.in. Now I'm going to close that with a semicolon and return. Now let's declare our variable. So let's have double this time. We use integers, but let's use double. Double has higher precision, meaning we can use decimal places. Double miles, because that's what we want. I'm just going to name it something easy. You could name this number A if you'd like, but just for simplicity, it's going to be miles. Now I'm going to set miles equal to input dot next double parentheses end statement, and I'm going to declare another double, which will be kilometers to miles, and set that equal to 1.609, which is the conversion rate. Now, because this is a constant and something that we don't need to change, in front of this double, I'm going to add final. That declares it as a constant. Now, you're not going to want to declare final in front of this because because miles is a variable. All right, we're going to click return again, and we are going to say double kilometers equals miles times kilometers to miles. Now, there are also different operations you can use. You can use multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, and remainder. Remainder gives you what's remaining after a division is done. So if you had 10 divided by 3, it would give you a remainder of 1. Great. Let's end that statement. And let's do our print. Systemout.println. And we're going to print out kilometers because we want to see what the value of kilometers is. Kilometers is equal to miles times kilometers to miles. Now, semicolon, and we can click run. Now we can see down in the console there's nothing here. Now we can click down here and we can type in how many miles we'd like to convert. So I'm just going to type in 5. And when I click return, you can see that it outputs 8.045. I can click the run button again, and I can type in 98, and it will give me the amount of kilometers. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching Boredom Boys. This is Chris, and I'm out.